last 10 minutes of your sales call can make a difference between open relationship and new sale, a new amazing client, and zero sales, and just lost time for you and the person on the other side. So let's break them up. Let's see how you can really change how you create, how you make the sales calls, how you lead them, how you open the relationship between you and the person on the other side, your ideal client. And if you want to follow more, just click and there will be much more coming your way in these next weeks and months. My name is Poli and I'm your holistic business architect and energy healer. And the topic of sales calls is, for me, love, just really love, because for me, sales and all the sales are acts of love that I do towards my clients and towards me. And in these last few weeks, this topic have been coming up during my group mentoring sessions and individual ones too. So let's check it out. Okay, so end of the call, there are two things I love to do. When we already spoke about what my client needs, how can I support her, pricing and everything like that, there's the other part of the call. When I'm asking my client, if she haven't told me herself, what is your decision process? Why am I asking this? Because this is what opens our relationship up. Because I am here for the clients who want to go deep. And there's no room for us hiding or not saying to each other anything. So that's why I'm asking, what is your decision process? And some of my clients told me right away, I will do this and this and this, and then I will let you know. And I said, great, and let's talk about the other part of following up, right? We will be talking about decision process and following up. But some other times the client stopped and said, okay, I don't know what's my decision process. And there is the moment when we can go deep and find out what is her decision process. And it's a magical moment because I can share my decision process. I can share even the fact that I love to make the decisions with my husband. Because if I'm making a big investment or even the mild investment, I just love to share with him what I will be doing, what I'm planning, what is this new investment helping me with. So if my client says, I don't know, I share with her my decision process, as you can share your decision process with the client, and then say, okay, so what do you feel would help you decide in the best way? I often, and I love to open up the topic of when I make the decisions, there is one part when I feel, for example, my heart saying me, yes, go for it. And then in a matter of seconds, milliseconds, comes the fear and says, no, it's too pricey. It's not the time. You don't have the time, and anything else. So I open this discussion too. So if you know the fear will be there, how will you work with it? Do you want to work with it? Do you want to ignore it or suppress it or listen to it? Because none of these paths are right? So how do you work with your fears? And somebody already has their own ways to work with it. So they tap or they journal, because even the fear is a great way for us to discover what is there for us. So again, what is your decision process? This is how we do it. We talk about it. We open it up. And we are just really authentic about it. I don't hide anything. My client doesn't need to hide anything. And already in this moment, she feels this is a different conversation. This is a conversation with a mentor who knows what she's doing, who does the mindful decisions for her own business too, and wants to help and support the person on the other side to do the right decision, not the decision to buy from me. No, do the right decision. Either way, if it's buying from me or not buying from me, is the right decision for the client on the other side. And that's my priority as a mentor. So this is the first part of the 10 minutes, like approximately, right? The other part is, okay, now we know what your decision process is. For somebody, it's in 24 hours, I need to decide, or I need a week, or even I need 2 weeks because my husband is away and I want to talk with him, or because this week I have a launch, I can't think of it. Next week will be the time to make the decision, make the right decision from my heart and from the strategic part of my business, okay? The next part is, okay, great, now we know the timeline. How do we get in touch? When do we get in touch? And because often we are on a Zoom, I like to open my calendar and we are just checking the days, and I'm just asking, what days are we following up? What days are the ideal ones? And for example, somebody will say, okay, here this Monday, I would love to talk about my decision. And I say, great, I will put it in my calendar too. Do you want me to get in touch with you, to just to DM you, or you want to do the step yourself? And I will just know the day you are going to do it. Again, I opening up the conversation with the client, for the person on the other side, even if it's not my client yet. And she says, I like to follow up myself. She's a self-led leader often, so she just like it like that. Or she said, you know what? I would love for you to reach out. I just like that feeling that you didn't forget about me, that you care, but I know that I feel already now that there's no pressure, so I would love for you to reach out. And I say, okay, you see, I'm putting it in my calendar, so I won't forget to, and I'm looking forward to reaching out. So have an amazing day, and I will reach out by DMs, and then we can even have another little call, or we can just finalize everything and get in touch by DMs. Like that. I just love calls like that. I've done them like 500 times in the last 4 years. But, there's a but. Sales calls aren't the only way how to make amazing sales. So we touch the point of sales calls of the last approximately 10 minutes. Try it out, enjoy it, and really open yourself up in the way that when you feel like, I can't ask this, or it's too frank, or it's too open to ask this. It's the person on the other side. I know her for like 15 minutes. I can't ask her. Then do it. If you feel this, do it. Open it up. Because this is just the part of you, the good girl, the little girl that is afraid to open up a conversation and to maybe hear no from the other side. But when you do the open conversations, the client or the person on the other side feels that you are open and authentic and that you are just talking to her. And please have no pressure on your calls, because this is the worst thing ever. I got I don't know, hundreds of reviews on my sales calls when people said that they never experienced such an amazing call. They felt zero pressure. They only felt the open heart. They felt the open doors, and they could step in or step out. And this is them giving them the power over their lives and business. And this is the most amazing thing you can do for another person, either it's a client or not. So this is from me. This is everything from me for today. I hope you will be following up. If you want to enjoy a call with me, you can, but it's always better to DM me. We can get in touch. You can find the links below or find me on Instagram like Poli Business Architect, and we can chat. We can find out how can I support you. What is the best way for me to support you in your growth, in your sales, in attracting amazing clients? And of course, follow this podcast for more episodes because more is coming. And from me, that's it. Have an amazing day and enjoy amazing calls with people that love what you do. Bye.